The first digital collectible of Victor Wembanyama is going live on Sunday on SoRare NBA. So if you're not on SoRare NBA yet, definitely sign up with the link down below. You're going to get free cards for MLB and NBA when that starts up. And also, you have a chance to get a Victor Wembanyama or one of the other top five rookies in the NBA draft class, which is pretty sick, pretty cool. The first one that just announced on Friday that this is going live. So you're going to get the draft edition Victor Wembanyama here. It's going to be an auction style, and that's what it's going to look like. So rare if you don't know, they're like cards, but we're also going to get Brandon Miller, Scoot Henderson, and the Thompson twins, and I think that's all five of them. So, as they say in their blog post, the first officially licensed digital collectible of Wemby, and the special edition cards are going to be available starting Sunday, July 9th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, I believe, and it's going to be for a limited time auction. And apparently, it's only one SoRare special edition rare card that will be minted for each of the five players. So I guess there's only five auctions, one per each player. So if you want to get in them, I'm guessing they're going to be pretty expensive, but they're also going to add a 10% XP boost to the card here, and then the auction times. So they all start at the same time, 10 a.m. Eastern on July 9th, but Wemby is going to end the latest. So he's going to be the last one that ends on Wednesday, July 12th. So I don't know. I'm probably not going to go for it. I think these are going to be pretty highly priced. And obviously, NBA SoRare is a fantasy game. I guess not obviously if you're just watching this, but what you basically do is you collect these cards and you play them in a fantasy contest for real prizes, which are either more cards or sometimes it's ETH rewards. But for these auctions, I'd be curious to see how much these go for. I guess they're technically one of ones, even though they said they're rares, which all the other rare ones are out of 1,000, I believe, not just one of one. So don't really understand that dynamic of it, to be honest. But like Jokic is 1,400 for just one rare. Lillard is 360. Jimmy Butler only $100 for a rare. So curious to see what these go for. I think they're going to be seen as more as collectibles than actual game pieces, even though you can use them as game pieces as well. And I believe for these year one editions, the XP bonus, as you can see, 17.5%, it's going to drop to 0 for the year one, and then the year two editions are going to have the boost. So for me, if I wanted a Wemby, I would probably just wait for his actual card to come up if I'm using it just to play the game. But as a collectible, it is probably going to be worth a lot more for the draft edition, special edition, and I still don't know if they're just making one of one here. It's not evidently clear in this blog post. Basically, they just say here again, I'll go over one SoRare special edition rare card will be minted for each of the five players. So I guess they are one of ones. Doesn't really make sense to me. If we look at other unique moments on here, which are one of one, there's only 4 listed for sale, and the lowest one listed right now is 2,400. So if these are one of ones, I don't know why they're not uniques, which is questionable to me. I think they should have made them uniques, but still going to be really cool. The first digital collectible for all these players. So definitely excited to see what happens with all this and how high these prices go. If you didn't watch my last video, I went over some of the market for the limited cards here. So definitely check out my last video on SoRare. It'll be linked down below, and also the end card of this video. But basically, I went over some of these guys and kind of tried to see what I thought the market for these cards would be at the lowest. Right now, kind of curious to see, maybe some people will be trying to sell off some of their cards to get money to join that auction, but so far I haven't really noticed any major decrease in the market due to this news. Definitely something to keep an eye on, and other auctions or drops that they may do throughout the summer could also affect some of these prices because people are selling these off to get the new ones, and then when the Series 2 cards come out as well, it might be the same thing. But definitely check out my last video where I talk all about that and the cards and players that I was looking to add. Okay, and I actually opened this up, and they are out of 1,000. If you'll notice on the bottom here, 1 of 1,000. So I guess you just get the number 1 serial out of 1,000, and it's a rare card. And maybe I'm just speculating here, the number 1 serial will be the only one in their draft day attire, and then the rest of the 999 will be them in their actual jerseys for next season. But again, that's just speculation here. So these aren't one of ones. They are just the first serial, is what it seems like now, based on this picture, that I think that's like the only place where you could see that. So kind of glad I caught that in the middle of making this video. I don't even know if you could see it. I'll try to zoom in on the screen here to show you guys that aspect of it. Because if you do look at Durant from his rare last year out of 1,000, the first ones were Brooklyn Nets, and then he has another rare in the Suns jersey, so I don't see why they couldn't do a draft day for one of them and then their actual NBA jersey for the rest. Seems like they could do that, so glad I got that actually before ending and posting this video. But that's going to do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, like I said, check out this video at the end card if I think it's a good time to buy and kind of what I've been collecting. So check that one out. Subscribe to the channel. Sign up for SoRare if you haven't, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.